Hey guys, welcome to another tabletop review, semi-review. Kind of not a full-fledged review, and I will go over why that is the case. And it's because I have to be honest with you, I don't use this. I don't use this tool, and let me explain why. I got this for my birthday. This year. My birthday was March 14th, and my dad, he gave me some money for my birthday, and then my wife took that money and added to it and bought me this. This is a multi-tool that I had been talking to my wife about. I had mentioned to her that I would love to have it, and the reason why, it's my favorite color. I'm a big Leatherman fan, and it's just something that I really wanted, and I had it in my head that I would carry this, that this would be something that I would love to carry. And as it turned out, in reality, is that it's just too nice. It's just too nice. It's just too nice to carry and mess up. So this is my one and only Safe Queen multi-tool. It's interesting. Do any of you guys have, multi-tools that are just Safe Queens? Actually, I take that back. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have more than one. I have a couple of really rare multi-tools that are collectible because of their age and what they are. One of them off the top of my head is the Harley Davidson version of the Buck tool made by Buck Knives. I have that multi-tool, and I definitely do not use that. That just sits in the safe and doesn't get used. Well, so that's the thing. So that's not, I don't know if you can really take what I'm saying as a full-blown review, other than the observational part of the review. And in my opinion, that's what you get most of the time on the internet anyway. Very few people actually use these and do reviews on their experiences. It's just basic, pulling it out of a package and talking about it kind of situation. And that's obvious to me. Actually, I'll prove that just by saying one thing, and that's, if you've ever watched a Gerber suspension or NXT review that was positive in any way, that's proof positive that that person has not used that tool. So I think that particular tool outed a lot of YouTube reviewers, but I digress. Anyway, so this tool, in comparison to others that I've had, the Wave, I've never had a Charge. I've had a Wave, and that particular Wave is missing an action somewhere. I believe it to be in my truck somewhere as part of an emergency setup, but I looked for it and I cannot locate it. So there's that. So I do have a memory of that tool. So how does this compare to other tools that I've used? It just seems like to me that this has just a little bit more went into this than normal tool that you would buy from Leatherman. It just seems like this is just a little bit better done. The fit and finish is just a little bit better. Everything fits together, I mean, flawlessly. It's got a smooth operation, and it lacks the normal Leatherman sticky, stiff, whatever adjective you want to use, plier head. That's one of my biggest complaints with Leatherman, is that they can't, in my personal opinion, I don't think Leatherman gets the plier head right very often. Let's just put it that way. They either have a tool that works properly but doesn't cut wire, or they have a tool that's so stiff that it's barely, it's difficult to use because the plier head is so sticky. This is the first Leatherman that I've had when talking about the plier head that I feel like they got right on the money. This plier head not only operates very smoothly, I mean really smoothly, it also cuts wire like a mamba jamba. Not sure what to say about that. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know if these limited edition Leathermans are built with a little bit more attention to detail, a little bit more meticulous, because it sure does seem that way. So enough about the plier head. I'm just telling you straight up that this one is the first one that actually works well. All the tools really work better than any other Leatherman that I've ever bought. They're all super smooth. Like I said, it's just another one of those situations where it seems like this was done differently than normal. And I'm going to say that probably a lot in this review because that's the case. Moving on, it's just, I guess that's the takeaway for this entire tool is how well everything is put together, how well and smooth and just absolutely perfect. I mean, it's hard to find any flaws with this tool. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just spot on perfect. I don't know, man, it would be awesome if Leatherman could do this for all their tools. I mean, it's just great. So, and then this one also has the S30V. Ooh, wow, that's dirty. Lots of fingerprints on that bugger. But it has an S30V blade. Hopefully you can see that. And not really sure how much that really changes anything in the grand scheme of things. I mean, it makes people feel warm and fuzzy, but in practicality, not sure. I mean, because I haven't hard used a Leatherman S30V blade before. I have heard mixed results from people. I've heard that the S30V that they use is not much better than their 440C or their 154. I mean, I've heard those things, but I don't know if they're true. So, yeah, all I know is it's a pretty meticulously ground knife. The edge is perfect. I mean, it's just, it's just, it sounds like I'm gushing, and I guess I kind of am, because I wish they were all like this, guys. I mean, I wish all of Leatherman's tools were put together as awesome as this one is. It's perfect. I love these scales and how they feel. The grip is just awesome. I don't know. I guess ultimately what I'm saying is that this thing, if you've ever wanted a perfect Leatherman charge, or as close to it, at least my example is just phenomenal. I got no complaints. I had to make no adjustments. I had to do nothing. It just works perfect. If you want a tool like that, then maybe forking over the $200 or close to it for one of these, either the REI version, the red one, or the one from Cabela's, the Cabela's exclusive, or Bass Pro Shop. Bass Pro Shop. I'm sorry, the Bass Pro Shop exclusive. Then you'd be hard pressed to find a better example. And I'm assuming in 20 years, this thing's going to be worth twice as much money. And it's fun to collect. It's fun to collect these things. These special edition ones are really, really awesome. But that's my opinion on this based on not using it. I hope that that was okay with you guys, that I reviewed something that I never used. You can chalk it up to, you know, me kind of doing the same thing that other people do. How about that? All right. Well, we'll catch you on the next one. I hope you appreciated my opinion on this particular unit. And a big shout out, if my dad is watching this this video, I would have never have bought this myself. And I really appreciated this for my birthday. And big shout out to my dad. Love you, Dad. Catch everybody on the next one on that end.